now, even though it still says preparing, but it's fine. Hey guys, I'm just gonna say hey anyway because it's probably live. You have
Good afternoon or good evening to
depending where,
everybody.
yeah, yeah, right. Depending on
Oh,
where you are,
the worldwide audience of the RP show.
please ignore the line going across my video screen at the bottom. No clue why there's a dark line going at the bottom, but yeah, it was. I'll figure that
Well,
out
our
later.
viewers are supposed to be visually impaired, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
should be
Oh,
fine.
yeah. So to the sighted people, I'm sorry. To the vision impaired people, do not
Anyone
worry.
that sees that line shouldn't be following us anyway. Must be faking
An
it.
optical illusion.
Wow. Being that bad, your head keeps disappearing.
Oh yeah, because I mean that's right. I
When
lean
you
down.
lean forward like that, your
Yeah,
head
yeah,
like
because yeah, that's what yours. Because my hat is the same color as your chair, so that's what your chair was doing. It was like
yeah.
fading in and out. It was like, but when you weren't sitting down.
Your
Yeah.
background is totally like crashing everywhere. I think your video graphics card must be having a hard time separating you from the background, I think.
Weird. Yeah, because like, it
If you
looks
stay
fine.
perfectly
See,
still, it's
yeah, I
okay, but if
look,
you move,
yeah, see, I look okay. Yeah, like here, I mean, on my end, I'm saying like where I look, it looks okay, except for that, like I said, that weird
yeah, your
line.
right ear keeps fading out.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that always does it. Yep. I don't know why. Yeah, the whole like you, like I said, your app works better than my background for this.
Yeah.
It's like it can capture me no problem, but I don't know what the deal is.
Well, the thing with my app is if you running that on a good modern phone, it'll work way better than say someone that's running it on
Oh
like,
yeah,
I don't know,
no,
like,
probably yeah, right, yeah.
iPhone 6, it'll probably be like horrible.
Yeah. Well, my card and everything is good in this computer. Yeah, it should be. I might want. I have to bump it up and make a better one now. I don't know why. Let's see. All right. Oh, now it disappeared. It says we're still on YouTube, but the YouTube window disappeared because I kind of need that so I can see about answering people's questions. Oh man, I see. Well, weird. See the Honda's hose makes it okay. Oh, exit full screen. That's what I gotta do. Hold on. Sorry guys, I'm literally like I don't know what happened there. Computer's being ridiculous here. There we go. Now I can reduce this for a second because I gotta see where we are. Oh, there we are. There we are. I appear to be frozen. Are you still there?
Yep.
Oh, because we're frozen on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, like I don't seem to be moving, at least on my end anyway. It's
It's
like,
probably fine. It's probably just needs a refresh. It's one of them things you probably think, oh yeah, we're frozen, but everyone else watching them like,
yeah, probably sees us right.
well, you two get on with the show. You're just talking gibberish here. We can hear you fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm just double checking. I need it because I need to be able to answer the questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to put it. I have it on my phone, and I'm just gonna turn the volume down on my phone because yeah, the phone is not lagging. Okay, guys, we're good now. I'm just gonna use my phone in terms of so I
If
could
we
see
get the
people's
questions.
comments or whatever. Yeah, that's more what I was concerned with. Later on, I'll reboot and figure out my phone later. But yeah, yes, you are correct. We actually do look good on that end, minus that line, which I have no clue about. But yeah, so let's catch up, I guess. Let's start out by saying, what do you got going on this week? Or what's being planned still, Mr. Johnson?
Well, this week, it's been quite a busy week. Myself and some of my friends, we booked a sailing trip, around Greece. And today, literally just before coming on the phone, I just had to transfer one of my friends the deposit for the sailing trip, which covers the accommodation and hiring this sailing boat called a lugger. And then my other friend, who you actually know, Matt Major,
Yeah.
I've had to transfer him the money for the flights. So he paid for the flights. My other mate paid for the trip, and I hadn't paid for anything so far. So I've just been, you know what it's like, visually impaired person. I'm on my banking app, and I'm trying to put in Matt's sort code and account number to transfer him the money for the flights, and then I'm trying to transfer my other friend the money for the for the boat trip. So yeah, that's all going. We're all really excited about this because Mike's only recently got his skipper license, and I think he's been a little bit nervous around taking complete beginners out on his own on the open sea.
What could
Um,
go wrong?
what could possibly go wrong? Um, so this trip involves a day and a half training for myself and Matt. So at least we will be well, we won't be obviously fully trained sailors, but we will have an idea of what to do. So when the captain, Mike, our friend, gives us commands and instructions, obviously we can execute them. So had that been going on this week, booking loads of stuff, flights, accommodation, all that sort of stuff. So that's really, really good. And also I have been back and forth on Zoom with my parents who are currently in France, making their way back to the UK. Because we're coming out to the States in a couple of weeks. We're doing a road
Right.
trip
That's
across
right.
Utah. Now, last time we spoke, the plan was going to be that we would hire a huge RV, like a Winnebago or just a big RV,
Oh,
and
that's
we were
right.
going to
Right.
do
Right.
this epic road trip around the national parks in Utah and finish in Vegas. And then various conversations back and forth with the parents, and we've decided to go for two soft top or convertibles, as you would say.
Hmm.
And my dad wanted a proper American style car, so my dad really wanted to get a convertible Mustang. So we've booked. Just I think it was Monday morning or Monday afternoon. We booked two Mustang convertibles to collect
Yeah.
from the airport. So great way for my dad to spend his 70th birthday driving across Utah in a
Absolutely.
convertible. So that's pretty exciting.
Would be more proper if it was a V8. I mean, probably could be a V6, but it'd be proper American if it was V8. But
Imagine
still cool
that.
though. Yeah, yeah, it'd be cool. The well, rental play, I don't understand like why. I mean, I know you can rent like V8s, but like usually rental places, yeah, it's usually like the sports cars tend to be like yeah V6s and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, which is cool. Like, and they still put. I mean, the V6
Well,
puts out
the funny
good
thing is, it said
power.
on the form like we can't guarantee, so it might be a Mustang
Oh,
equivalent.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, right.
so, well, because we booked two, I'm kind of thinking, well, even if only one of them is a Mustang and the other one is like, I don't know what an equivalent would be, like a Camaro or
Yeah, that'd be cool.
some other,
Interesting.
whatever the other one is, at least I'll just make sure, as long as we get one, that my dad can have the Mustang
Then you
and
can film like an episode of Top Gear.
yeah, and then we'll just have the other one. We're going to take our walkies as well, our famous walkie-talkies.
Oh,
So
perfect, perfect. That's right.
we will literally be like Smokey on the Bandit, like heading yeah. So we've had that going on, and then what else have I got going on? I have well, we're going camping again this weekend. We're going to Shell Island in Wales. So we need to start prepping and packing and putting a few things together for the weekend because we're going on Friday morning, and then I've been doing some little bits of job because I'm currently not working. I've been doing bits of DIY. So the plan today and tomorrow was to regrout with jointing compound around the patio outside under the governor. But the weather's been terrible today. It's been raining, then really windy, not ideal for using building supplies outside.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
not supposed to get wet anyway. So, but that's me, dude. How about you? How's your week going? What have you been up to?
Yeah, said usual. Just teaching spin class. For those of you who know, I teach spin class at the local YMCA here. So yeah, I did that yesterday. I do that Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. So yeah, that was my last night. Just usually just training this week. Um, I am on the just like you decided yesterday that I was like I really need to start applying for some job, get some more income coming in.
Oh yeah, tell me about
So
that. So what sort of jobs are you applying for? Anything? Just
well, first
local,
I had to
remote?
take my 4 to 5 page resume that I made like last year because that's how it blew up when I put it through AI originally. It made it like way long, and I was like, that's probably too long for someone to want to see. So first I had to like at least before I started my job search, I put it back through ChatGPT, and I just had them do a nice like shortened one. So it's like a page and like a quarter.
Nice.
So much more concise. But yeah, and then yeah. Um, I kind of just went on LinkedIn and basically searched part-time remote, kind of entry level positions.
Oh,
So
cool.
Yesterday I managed to find, I applied for three different positions. One was
Wow.
a like a data collection one where essentially I just clean the house and do chores and video me doing those kind of the things, which is perfect for me because I already do that as a stay-at-home parent and all that stuff. I'm already doing that kind of stuff. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. And it even said that in the description for the job. It was
Wow.
like this is good for somebody in between careers or someone who's a stay-at-home parent, stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool. That one didn't say what the pay was, which I was fine with that, but like that was the only one that I'm like I would accept lower than what I would want. I would want something like more than $20 an hour. Um, the second job met the criteria. That was like a customer support position for this company, I think called Futura or something like that.
Nice.
Um, 21 between 21 to $26 an hour. Super entry level, no experience that's needed, full
Awesome.
all the training and all that stuff. So, and I'm not really a customer service person. Like I don't really like talking to people, to be honest, but at the same time, I'm like, I just need something. And I know that would be, that would work. And I'm all for being trained. I'm pretty good at that. So then I was like, the third was a travel planner position. And that was a stretch, but at the same time, I liked the fact that after I get trained, I get discounts on like airfare and
Hmm.
hotels and all that. So there's some good benefits to it. So I was like, you know what? I do like to travel. I do go places. So it could be beneficial to work at a place that,
Do
does
they
that.
offer training, or did you
Yeah, it
just
seems
get
like all
used
that. So
to it?
yeah, but like I mean, I guess they did want I think the one thing that might put me out is that they would and there is some preferred like customer service, kind of experience preferred or so I mean but I feel like they did I think that was it that company? I think that company already viewed my it said they already viewed my resume.
I
So or
mean,
my
at
application.
a
So
stretch, you could say you've got customer service experience from teaching spin
oh
because
yeah, I have I do
you're
yeah,
dealing
I
with
do
people, you're
interact with
dealing
people.
with,
Right. Yes. Yeah.
they are customers at the end of the day, and you're providing a service, and
Yeah, if
you know,
when you really think about like like you've pointed out many things like even on my resume to build up my resume to make it seem better because I've between running a podcast and running this help with doing the channel and stuff like that and so
yeah, I mean,
I
and the
have skills
podcast.
that yeah skills
So
I
it's
almost forget about
so it's cut across you, but like the podcast, like you can prove that it's literally there.
yeah right
You know what I mean? They could.
yeah
It's not like you could say, "Oh, well, I had this thing and I did this great, amazing task one day." Like the podcast is actually there. Someone could literally just go and listen to it, and they go, "Oh
yeah
yeah, I
right
could see him in the
that's
customer
yeah.
service job because he speaks quite nicely." Blah blah blah.
Blah blah. Yeah, right. Yep. So
Cool.
I figured yeah, pretty much just throwing my hat in pretty much kind of those types of positions. And if I tried doing fitness, I looked up like kind of put fitness in, and because I was like, well, maybe I can find something in the fitness industry that would
Cool.
fit my wheelhouse. But I haven't found anything that because I don't want to do sales because I don't think I'm a salesman. I've never been somebody that could sell people on something, So, um, so I just was like, I don't want to be a salesman. So some of them were sales positions. They did have some customer service positions, I think, in the fitness. So I might have to like go back again, but it seemed like a little more experience was necessary, I think, for some of the ones I was looking at.
Mm.
So yeah, but yeah, and obviously it's got to be remote, and I'm trying to avoid full time. I really don't. I don't want a full time position. I'm good part time. That would be, I mean, I'm already if I got that customer service job, that would already put me like over what I'd be like I'll start losing SSCI, so but I'll be at my max in terms of
Yeah,
what
but
I
what you're
can
losing,
make.
you'll be gaining in
Yeah,
salary.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm still making. I mean, I'll still, it'll come out. I'm still making like good money, like
Yeah, it'll be more
between
than what you get now.
yeah. So, yep. So
That's where you. I think that's where you
that's
got.
that's the yeah.
That's what you got to frame it. You know what I mean? Like I would think, yeah, you're not really losing SSI, you're gaining
That's it.
salary
That's that.
instead
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm
of
getting both. Yeah, and I'll get obviously benefits to that and things like that depending on where I'm going. So it'd be nice just to work. I think that one is 29 hours a week or something like that. So it's like that's good. Like it's like about 5 hours, a little less than 5 hours a day, and that would work. Like that's basically what I'm looking for. Something like 4 to 5 hours a day. That would be perfect. No more than
why don't
30
you want to
hours.
work full time just out of interest?
Between that and like, cause I don't want to be like bouncing from a full-time job, then like have to like go teach spin and
Ah,
I just like I want to have at least like enjoy some of my time. I mean, I did consider it when I got if something comes my way, which I've been offered, like when Ed, I tried to get in position with one of our friends, with his nephew Jeff at a generator company, and that would have been a really good job. So I was like, and that was full time, remote, and I was like, you know what, I'll if it's something good like that, like or in my wheelhouse, and like then I'd consider it if someone offers me something like that. And then somebody, I don't know, my friends were working at this other place at a customer support job, and I thought like it was good money, and so if it was really good money. So I was like, yeah, I'll consider that. But for if I'm just searching myself and just trying to get in the door and just get something where I just don't need a lot more money, I just need a little bit more money. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, like that'll be good. But I can always obviously down the road, like do more. Plus, I want to I'm still working on it. I don't want to take away from trying to build up, doing motivational speaking and my BMX stuff and just like so because that's really my goal is to build up to the point where like I could, build that brand and and make money just doing that. So it'd be
Yeah.
good, but this would be good to supplement that, while I'm, trying to do that,
Yeah.
you know. So, but I feel like a full-time job would just soak the life out of me. So I don't want to go too I mean I haven't worked in 10 years, like at a
Wow.
job. So I'd like to like not jump full on hardcore back into it, but
Yeah.
because I feel like if I do that, then it's just gonna be like I may overwhelm myself. And I mean I know I have usable vision and I'm doing pretty good. Like so I don't even know, none of these positions have mentioned, I haven't put that down, you know. It does say in my resume that I'm a visually, I mean, I think it does say I'm a visually impaired athlete. So I think they're kind of gonna get, know what's up. But so I want to make sure if I do the customer support one and I can actually do it, use their programs, all that kind of stuff and be good and comfortable. Yeah, then maybe it could lead into like something else. But I'm very much somebody who's always been like, I struggle with the whole idea of working for the man. I'd rather work for myself and and be happy working for myself and building my own brand and building my own self instead of working for somebody else to make them money.
Mm.
And so uh that's fine when I was younger, but now it's like no, I don't. I want to be happy and not do that. So if like part time is a good wheelhouse for me. Yeah, I can handle 4 hours a
Especially after
day.
10 years of
Yeah, yeah,
not working, it would
yeah.
be a massive shock to the
Yeah, to
system.
the system, right? Yeah.
I mean, what's classed as full time in America? How many
Uh,
hours a week?
I guess it's 30, I think it's 32 hours a week and
Okay.
above, something like that.
Yeah,
Or at
so
least that's what it used to be.
to go from 0 to 32 hours a week,
Or,
definitely.
yeah. I mean, most of the time I would say 40. Like, I mean, I would say, when I was working, 10 years ago, so yeah, I was doing 40 hours, So,
Yeah.
and it was like, and I think it was over 40 hours because they made it so that you worked an extra, like, 45 minutes to like compensate for your lunch break. So
Mm.
I worked a full 40 hours. Or some jobs it'd be like, yeah, you work 40, but minus, lunch break and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, no. So,
Well, it's funny how we're both in the
and then, yeah, right. And looking for jobs.
in the job hunt arena. A bit different for me because obviously I didn't want
Yeah,
part time. I
yeah,
want full
you want to
time.
jump right back into, yeah, you want to
Well, I
go,
want full
yeah.
time money. You know,
Yeah, because, yeah, right. Because you
I
don't have
like
supplemental
to.
income, and you don't have
I,
supplemental income right now. Well, you do technically, but
yeah, but that's not enough. I can't.
yeah,
Supplemental income doesn't pay
yeah,
for
it
me to
doesn't
go to
work.
Australia, Japan,
Yeah, the things, yeah, right.
Thailand,
Yeah, right.
go
Yeah.
away every weekend, go out with my friends, go on sailing trips. I
Right.
don't want to be a stay-home person. I want to be an outdoor,
Yeah, that's my goal. I mean, it would be to
going
get more
doing stuff.
out.
So
You like we discussed before, you're lucky you got that like good crew of guys that are to get you out of the house. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I tell you,
but
that's the other thing I'm trying to do myself this week. I'm really trying to push hardcore to gain a bigger network to get to BMX tracks and things like that. Because that's right now still where I'm struggling.
that's another bonus about getting a job, because that expands your network.
Oh, right. I
Like Matt,
will.
for example, I would not know Matt. I never would have met Matt if we both
Right,
worked
because
at
that's
the
where you
same
go from.
place. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and
That's
now
what I'm
we
looking
don't
at
work.
too.
You
Hopefully, it's
know,
a chance to know more people.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, meet new
The more
people.
networks you're in, the more chance you've got of doing these things, haven't you? And then and must admit, at our age, it's tough trying to find people to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's we're not
Like I could
when you're
drop in the RP
20.
lads chat now to you lot. Right,
Yeah.
lads, who wants to come sailing in Greece? And I
The
know you're all going to turn me down because none of you have got the money to do it.
time
So,
off, like some
you
people
know,
work. I mean, if any work, if a lot of us work, yeah, like the people that do work, that yeah,
and then
are
I can ask my other friends who have got money, who've got really good jobs, fully sighted. Hey guys, who wants to go on the sailing trip? And they're like, oh, I've got my son that weekend, or blah blah blah. And the older you
yeah,
get,
life is
the
different now.
harder it becomes. And even some of my richest friends that have got their own companies or on super high salaries, they've also got very expensive cars, very expensive houses, very expensive bills. So they can't afford to just drop a couple of grand on a sailing trip. They just, as you get
Yeah,
older,
that
you get more and more. It's not like when you're young and all your money is for you. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's different. But yeah, no, I know the whole being like I definitely tend to be a more, I mean, probably even like you, just be more of a spontaneous kind of person. So it's like, but if you're texting someone like a couple days before the weekend or so, go, hey, what are you doing this weekend? It's like they're already, most people are, their weekends are already
Yeah, same as me.
spoken for, like if you're not getting with somebody 2 weeks ahead or how many weeks ahead, it's like,
Which is sometimes good, isn't it? And sometimes bad, because it's like I know now that my September is full. I mean, RP
yeah,
Fest is
that's good.
cancelled, which is a shame,
Yeah,
um, because I'm now going sailing, for a week where I would have been going to RP Fest. But once that got
right.
cancelled, I was like, oh, I've got, bits and bobs of free time. So I'm now going to Germany with some friends, and I'm going to
That should
Greece
be cool though.
with some other friends. But again, if you get stuff booked in, it gives you a goal, doesn't it? And I'm thinking like that was why a few weeks ago when I was saying to you, I'm playing for like 5 jobs a day because I was thinking, right, I want to go to Germany, I want to go to
Yeah, you got these
Utah,
big,
I want to go
yeah.
to Greece. Um, Staying home on, supplemental income is just not going to pay for all that life.
No, right. Yeah, another thing. So what I'm hoping, because like you were saying about like having things planned, I too, like, yeah, I have end of August and I have the beginning of September. Those are big middle, no, middle of September, I think. Yeah, same time. I think I'll be roughly around this. I'll be gone probably. Yeah, what would have been RP Fest, roughly. Um, for what's called the Gold Cup Finals, and that's gonna be I'll be there for almost a week, and that's gonna be a massive chance for me to network. You're talking like over 1,000 BMX riders,
Wow.
USA
Holy
BMX
crap.
trail. The trailer will be there.
Where's
Like
this?
that'll be in PA. That's the one I'm trying to get Eric to
Oh,
go to
right. Yeah, you said you might meet with Eric. That'll be
because
cool if he
that's
can,
not too far from. So I think it's in Apollo, PA. I don't know how far that is from. Oh, we have somebody. Joey Bell, I don't know. I'm bad at this. I'm sorry. Joey Belois, guitar player with RP, living
Oh,
in San
nice.
Diego. Take
Oh,
care,
San
guys.
Diego.
Hey, Joey. I'm actually trying to organize actually a race, a moto, a big BMX race out close to San Diego. I wanted to do San Diego because I wanted to benefit the SoCal chapter of FFB, but now it's going to be in Bellflower BMX is the goal. So yeah, hopefully coming out to California at some point, maybe to do that. But that's cool. A lot of guitar players actually. I think we got Bernie. I know Bernie Zinks or whatever his name. Vinny and I know him. He was on my podcast. Bernie and a couple other people like I've had on who are guitar players. Guitar seems to be it's a very popular thing with the RPers. But yeah, thanks for hopping on. Let's see where if we found one person. But yeah, so that excites me because at least I know I'll be in Michigan at Waterford Oaks BMX. That's the end of August, and then I'll go in and then go right into like a week later or so. I think then it's yeah, I'll be in PA for the Gold Cup finals, and they really want to put like a spotlight on what I'm doing. So we're trying to
Oh,
really,
cool.
so that'd be
Nice.
good. So I mean, that could lead on to like I want to bring like a ton of merchandise with me. I would bring a lot that is gonna be like kind of my I guess center stage, but Olympic kind of like my that's my chance to really shine and really build. Have somebody you never know could have somebody come up to me and be like, hey, we want you on our team, or but like we want
Well,
we'd
like
like
we
to
said, it's
sponsor
all
you,
networking,
or
isn't it? It's
yeah,
networking,
like that's
getting
like
out
yeah,
there, and
yep,
going back to sight loss, um, I have noticed a lot of people self-isolate, don't they? They stay
Oh yeah, they
home,
don't get it. Yeah, yeah. I don't want.
or they
Yeah,
try and get a remote job, they try and have a remote life, and before you know it, you may as well be in prison because you're just not leaving your four walls. You're just
oh,
staying
yeah. And
home
for
most
me, like
days.
I've said this before, how it's like when you are a stay-at-home parent, it's all great to spend time with your, spend time with my son and get all that time and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to get out of the house because as a stay-at-home parent, your house becomes your work. Whereas it's really supposed to be your fortress of solitude. Like if
Yeah.
you're, if you were working outside of that, like you'd go outside, go, like go to work, you come home after a long day, and that's supposed to be where you come to relax. But when you're always home, it becomes, I don't want to be here. This is like prison. Like yeah, you get like we call it cabin fever. I don't know if that's what you have that term.
Yeah, yeah, we'd say that cabin
Okay.
fever.
Yeah. So it's like I want to be out. So any chance when I go, and the only chance right now I've definitively to get out is when I go teach spin. So it's nice like to get down to the Y and on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays to socialize and be with people and stuff like that. But weekends lately, I'm just home. When I want to be out at the BMX track and doing races and doing stuff, it's like all my friends are either busy or like other stuff, comes up. So yeah, most people with RP, yeah, you're right, tend to be more like that's their norm. Like they don't want to because they don't want to go outside because that outside scares them. You know, so and I've seen that with a lot of obviously
Well,
people.
especially people that are in the pre-cane phase. So
Oh yeah, once you start
when you're
getting
in that
kind
awkward
of
phase where you're like, well, I can't go
yeah,
there by myself. I
yeah,
couldn't get there,
right,
I can't get there on my own.
yeah,
When you're in that phase, you don't go out and about as much. You start, self-limiting and self-isolating, and then it's a
yeah.
vicious circle because if you don't go out on your own and then you either work remotely or you don't work, you're cutting off all your networks and your chances of meeting people. So, yeah, I think it's super important.
Yeah, just get out. Even like, just even if you just walk around. I get to a point now. It's like, I mean, at least when I the like when I'm working out here, I always actually since I can't get to the track, I'll just hop on my spin. I'll hop on my BMX bike and I'll just ride it up and down the street. Just get some, get out, or I'll run around the block or run around just to get like air, get outside. Or I do have tires, obviously I can flip too, as that you've seen. I mean, you've
Yeah.
you've tried to flip one. You've got to experience them. So I try to get definitely try to get some as they call it vitamin D and get because that's good for you. So that's the other problem. If you think about it, it's also a health problem by isolating like that and not getting sun and
Yeah.
because and all that kind of stuff. You're kind of like causing problems uh, by doing that. So if you can at least get out and like go for a walk, even around the
Mm.
block, like highly recommend that. But you're right though, most of us and most of the men also like we've always discussed them. Men are not like women where they seem to support each other and try to really
Women are just generally
put
more
like
sociable, aren't they?
cheerleaderish and more yeah
They organize girly weekends away and trips
yeah
away
yeah
and
yeah yep
all that sort of stuff.
sleepovers and
Sleep-
yeah you
Men
go
men are like, oh, I got to stay home and cut the grass and paint the
yeah yeah
fence.
yeah 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 yeah
I don't know
yeah
why.
yeah yeah
We gravitate to spending time on our own for some reason. It's just definitely a male
yeah
thing.
we don't go
Uh,
although I'm weird I mean maybe I don't know because I would be all for if my like friends were like hey, you want to go camping this weekend? Hey, you want to go out this like you want to like we should all get together. And I've organized in the past just for when I was driving. I literally just said, hey guys, I'm gonna rent like an SUV and we're all gonna just like pile in it like this giant SUV and we're gonna go and like go to a billiard, like go to like shoot pool and just spend the week like just spend the night together. And they were like, why are we doing this? I'm like, just cause like
hmm.
like I just want to like let's all just like just have it just all get it's not often we all get together, let's just do it.
Well, there's nothing
Yeah.
to stop you doing that now.
Yeah. So that's except being able to drive. That's the only thing bummer because I'm like, I think about myself, I'm like, man, I could like if I had the money, I'd be and
Well,
vision.
the money's the thing. That's
Money is
money
the
as
thing,
well.
right?
Yeah,
But
money
also
always.
I that
They
could
say you
open
can't buy
up,
happiness.
but it
I've
kind
been
of
poor. I've been poor, and I've had money, and I know which one made me happier. It's
yeah,
definitely when I've
yeah.
got money.
Plus, you know what? That having also the upside to making a job, getting back to the job thing and having more money is now I'll have a little bit more disposable income. So now I could technically get an Uber XL to a BMX track. I
Mm.
could then afford to spend, like, say, let's just say I don't do it all the time, but maybe once a month I go, I'm gonna spend $160. That gets me there and back, with an Uber to one of my
Do
closest
you know what?
tracks or
I think that's the good thing about having money and having a job, because if you think, right, well, me doing these 9 hours at this shitty job that I don't really want to do
Yeah. Okay.
is gonna pay for me to do X, Y, and Z. So it's
Yeah,
not
this is
like
what, yeah.
you're not really trading your time for money. You're trading your time for access to
For
things. You
that,
know what I mean?
yeah, right. Yeah, so I'm trying to remind myself when I do this and just say, hey, this
Yeah,
is gonna allow me to do, yeah, this is gonna allow me to give me,
that will keep you sane. You know, especially if you've got a hustle and do some shitty jobs that you don't really want. Um, but sometimes that's what you got to do, innit? If
yeah, right. So I'm
you
like,
want
so
good
yeah,
things, you have to sometimes be willing to put in this, just like anything, like training. You've
right.
got to do the work.
Yeah, yeah, do it, right, yeah. So it's like that's I'm like, you know what? I could, yeah, give me a little Uber fund, So yeah, that could, that would be good. So then I rely less on people because I've always been I don't rely on people. I hate relying on people. It's still something like I
Sucks.
deal with. Yeah.
Sucks.
I think we all like everybody with RP, obviously don't like relying on people because especially if you're somebody like I mean I have to be. I like to get to work at a certain time when but I rely on rides sometimes. If I don't walk, I can walk to the YMCA, but sometimes, I don't, or I try to get a ride when I can. Uh, but now I'm at liberty of that person picking me up at the time that they can pick me up, and I'm going to arrive at work when when later
Yeah,
than maybe I want to.
yeah.
But at the same time, I appreciate anybody that offers me rides and gets me there. So because you can't complain either, or you feel
No.
you can't because you're like, well, it's like, well, then get a ride from somebody else. It's like, or or walk to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't want to be the ungrateful blind guy. So
No, but I know what you mean. I've been in that position, and it's frustrating, especially. Well, it's just not nice, is it? We'd all rather have our independence.
yeah, because if you're someone like you said, you might want to be like, I want to get to work at 5 o'clock, whatever time you have to get to work. You're like, well, I like to get to work like 20 minutes early or 15 minutes early because I like to just settle late, give my chances to get ready. And so, but the person that may be your ride might not be that person. They might,
Hmm.
nope, we're gonna get there at 5 minutes before or 30 or
Yeah.
whatever. And you're like, well, they're the only person that I can find to get me a ride. So you know what? Yeah, that's what it is. But when you're like, we remember what it was like to drive and have that sense of I can make a schedule and I know what time I need to leave tomorrow
I
and
look back now and I think, all them times I used to moan about traffic or
yeah, right, like
gas prices or whatever. And
yeah,
now, oh man, I wish I'd had that problem now.
yeah, because I look at people, like when I tell people like about BMX, it's like they all plan their seasons. Like they can look and go, okay, all right, this weekend we'll be here. The Thursday I'll be here because they race during the week also. Like, okay, we'll come up, we'll be here. Like you can look at a calendar and plan all that stuff. And then it's like, nope, I can't do that. I can't just look at a calendar and go, all right, okay, I'll go here, here, here. No, I have to go who can bring me to any one of the who can bring me here?
Yeah.
Maybe who can bring me here? And then it's like now I'm texting all those people, hey, where are you going to be this? Or are you going to be here? Like I'll come out, like can you get me here? Like yeah, so it's a much more like yeah, there's a lot more hurdles to
Mm.
instead of just looking and going, I'm going to leave. Oh yeah, this weekend I'll go there. Like and it's true, you don't think about that like at the time when you were driving, it was, oh my God, this is so stressful. I can't wait to not drive. Like, like this is
Yeah.
like so much work. Like, I'm like worrying about, is it going to be dark out? I'm trying to plan. Yeah. Where am I going to be? Am I going to be able to get back? Crossing streets, I'm looking left, looking right, looking left, looking right, looking like, it's like, this is just a lot. Driving should be fun. And then but now when you look back, you go, man, yeah. If I can have, if that was the problem, like, okay, yeah. Like that's okay. Maybe that wasn't so bad. Sometimes you're like, yeah, because I could still get out. I can still go. Well, let me shut something off that's going low battery. Forgot to shut my speaker off. It's low battery over here, guys. All right, I'm back. Hold on. It's literally just playing.
So moving on before we wrap things up,
Yeah.
you
So
have
Yeah,
finally got yourself a new little gadget.
I do. And so I figured we'd talk about really quick before you know. So guys, I've been trying to get the I thought having the Oakley Meta Vanguards would be pretty awesome to have for BMX because I could, you know, get really awesome like immersive content, like be first person. I could, actually talk while I'm writing, and kind of give feedback to what I can see or maybe don't see. So, and things like that and give people more really a better idea. Yeah. And so I thought like when those came out, I was like, oh man, I'm like, yeah, those are cool. Like I did want a pair of Ray-Bans like you have. Um, and I think I still will probably at some point get ones just to have like everyday kind of, ones. But I like just the whole I need sunglasses anyway for for BMX. And I was like, well, why not get those? Because now I have all the sports aspects to them. The fact that it connects my Garmin and I can actually hear my heart rate. I can actually ask where my heart rate is like in real time. And that's pretty dope without having to like look at my watch or whatever. Um, just yeah, just all that hands-free kind of capability. I could be on the track taking a phone call.
I mean, this segment's going to be all about smart glasses, isn't it? And I got the Metas purely for the, low vision aspects of them, to
Yeah, like
read
looking, yeah,
things,
right,
to
right.
help me identify small fonts. 'Cause obviously, my acuity is nothing like yours. I can't read anything. Um,
Getting
so
packages when figure
yeah,
I remember you getting packages figuring out whose package is it mine or is it Anna's or
that honestly, it changed my life getting
oh,
smart
otherwise
glasses.
it's the one you post. I remember you posted one with the cleaning bottles that were both the same one, but
Yeah,
one's like I forgot one
one was
was
a
like some
cleaner, one
one
was
was
a
a clean.
waterproofing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Version, yeah.
same exact thing though, like same like container.
But
So you'd be
but what I was going to say is I got them for all of the low vision, blind,
yeah.
speech, identifying obstacles. But what I've come to love about them, which I
Mhm.
didn't even, you just mentioned it, I didn't even know this was a thing I wanted, was having the messages just pop through.
Oh
Just
right, yeah. Read yeah,
I love that. Could just be like, I
just
don't
be out and
know,
about and
on the treadmill or doing something, and I have it set up that certain people and certain messages, I don't have to do anything. It just reads it straight away. So like when Anna messages me, it just says,
oh
Anna said
incoming. I know.
tea
Oh,
is
okay.
ready or whatever, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and it just plays it straight away. And I can, not even have to. I could be in a crowded tube station or somewhere where it's tricky to get my phone out, and just having the messages pumped straight into your ears.
I feel like a
Oh,
cyborg.
it's amazing. I love that.
I feel like I'm
Well,
like connected. Like I feel like yeah, I feel like this. I'm a robot now. Like I
and
just
actually, the other day, just the other day, I was out canoeing. I had the glasses on because I wanted to
yeah.
get footage of us paddling the boat. And somebody phoned me, and I just said, answer the call. And I'm like this, I am paddling a
But
canoe,
yeah, you're just yeah.
right, down the road.
It's
And I'm like, yeah, yeah, Tuesday's fine. Yeah, just send me the information. That's no problem. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
bye.
It's
And
like
like,
that's the
people
trippiest
think
thing.
like, yeah, I can do that on my headphones, or yeah, I can do it on my whatever. And I'm like, it's not the same.
It's not
Until you've had a pair of the
same
glasses, you don't realize how
because you
good
have
it is.
nothing in your ear.
Yes.
That's I think that's what's nice about it. You have nothing. I like the fact that I don't have anything in my ear, so I can still hear what's going on around the world
Yeah.
around me. And but it's yeah, but at the same time, yeah, you're sitting on a call or like you said, the perfect. I remember you liked also the fact that you could be out and now you can video without pulling out your phone, worrying
Yep.
about dropping it into the water or because you're out paddleboarding or it's like
Yeah.
so yeah, it's I mean, I'm just starting to mess around with them and because I wanted to get like I got me going, obviously going down doing my speed tests and stuff like
I've
that
actually
and
got mine here.
I do. I got mine too. It's a gnarly case, I will say that. This is like the case, guys. It's like a gnarly, it's a big ass case.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this case is pretty big, but then again, I suppose it does have the battery inside it and
Actually, yeah, you
stuff.
got yeah, right, yeah.
Is it a charging case like this
Oh
one?
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like on the bottom, kind of where like it has like a lip in the bottom here, and there's like a little port right there in the bottom.
Nice.
And you could only thing I don't like about the case, and it's like this is a visually impaired kind of thing, is and it's kind of like see your case, you know how that has the reset button on the case?
On the
But it's
back
a
on mine. Yeah.
yeah, but
Very
it's brown and it's the same brown as the case. But yours is more like I remember my mom's because I see my mom's. That one you can tell where it is. Mine's literally the same black color as the black case,
huh.
and it's just a slight groove that goes around it
Wow.
to tell it's a button. But
Nice.
if you don't know where it is, and I now I know where it is. It's literally right behind where the port for the power is to charge it. So I know to look there and I can see it right there. But if you're somebody who's got worse vision than me, yeah, you might have a. It's literally it's not very tactile either, where you can go put
No.
your thumb over it and go, oh, there it is. Like it's not super tactile. So that would be my first assessment would be like I wish they would have made a little more tactile, that a little more tactile, but other than that, no, the
How about the positives?
positives awesome. Like I said, the glasses are awesome. Just the actual sunglasses function, like I can wear them inside and I
Wow.
see perfectly fine. Like, they're not like but they're dimming. Like I can look at like take them off, look at like say like my like a light bulb, put them on, and the light bulb's like dramatically like super dim. So they're like I can stare at a light bulb with them, and it's like and you can't you know how bad that would be with us.
Yeah, yeah.
So in terms of just because I was concerned, I didn't want them being too dark,
Yep. Which Oakleys are
whereas
quite famous for being very dark.
so I was like I don't want them being so dark that like when I'm gonna be out, it's like I'm I'm gonna struggle to see a little bit because
Yeah.
they're too dark. So no, whatever they do with the lenses or yeah, perfect. Because if I indoors, awesome is fine. So I was like, oh well, outside it's gonna be on a nice sunny day. It's gonna be, and I used them yesterday for the first time, like at a proper like sunny day when I got picked up to go to a spin class. I was like, oh, it's a really nice sunny day. Let me put them on now because this is well, and then perfectly fine. I used them in an overcast day the other day. Perfectly fine. Like they were a little dark because it was overcast, but not like it still wasn't like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I can't see. Um, so that's great. Only yeah, the I like the like you were saying, I like the whole just it's like, oh, you got messages, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, read my message, yeah, like and yeah, be on the I'm on the bike, I could just be
I
doing my
must admit,
thing.
I had at first everything set up, and that was too much because it was like, RP Lads chat, Vinny said,
Oh,
blah, blah,
oh
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah, 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 blah. And I was like,
yeah.
whoa, whoa, time out. Right, okay. I don't need everything just automatically read out. So then I, turned loads of it off, and now I just have
Yeah, because right
certain
now I'm connected
things.
to WhatsApp. I'm connected to Messenger. Because what I do like when I want to try, haven't tried yet. I want to go live on Facebook with them because that would be fun. I think it'd be fun to be on the
That's
bike
cool.
and go live and yeah, have people like be in my
What's
role.
cool is when you live, and Vinny's pretty good at this. He does a lot of them, doesn't he? Where he
Yeah.
switches phone to his camera. And I've not done it live on Insta, but I have done it on Facebook, and I've done it on WhatsApp as well. Like if I'm in a video call on WhatsApp on the Ray-Bans, I assume it's the same on the Meta. You just double tap the capture button, and it flips from your phone camera to the glasses camera, which is sick. It's like just absolutely seamless. It's so good if you just
That I
on a
gotta try.
WhatsApp
Yeah.
video call and you want the person to see what you're seeing.
They'll
Now,
use
I mean,
that
that's
camera on site. Yeah.
essentially be my eyes, but like with whoever you're talking to, not through the official
That I want to
service.
try as a joke. I did mention I did want to like get on a BMX track and actually connect to Be in My Eyes and like midway through a lap and just be like, where am I going? Do I take a left?
You
I don't know
should. I
how.
mean, I think that'd be so cool if you were to like, do a WhatsApp video call or a Messenger video call
Yeah.
and get someone to guide you, like, on the bike. Like
Oh yeah,
that'd be
that's something. I
awesome.
think that's definitely a future idea I did have someone
Yeah.
call in, have one of my friends call in or
Yeah.
whatever. Yep.
You have to
And
practice
just be
it
like,
first
hey,
to like just, get used to the technology and how to start the video and stop the video
yep,
whilst you're riding.
yep.
But yeah, so cool. And
No,
what do you
yeah,
think of the like the immersive view? Because it's I find it like when I'm like the kayaking videos I've done, when I watch them
yeah.
back, I'm like, this is so cool. It just looks
Oh yeah, no,
really good
because
from that perspective. It looks awesome.
I use them because I know it has. I don't know what the Ray-Bans have, but mine have three levels of terms of video capture. It's either full HD, which is full HD is um, I think it's full HD. I think is three. Is it 3K at? Is it like 1080p? At
1080p.
30 frames, I think. And then there's and then there's I can go with more of a for like for what I'm doing BMX, I put it on for motion more like 10 I forgot what the setting is, but I put it at 1080p at 60 frames per second. So even though it's lower resolution than the glasses do, it's clear for motion. It looks great. Like when because
Yeah.
I put it on that for speed and for stuff like that. And then it has like for more like still stuff, it does 3K at 30 frames per second. So I haven't really I tried two different. I messed with that one and I messed with the 1080p, the 60 frames per second, and they like it's pretty cool. You can't really tell the difference between if it's
Mhm.
like still stuff, but with the motion, I bet, yeah, like if I'm flying down the street at 33 miles an hour, like I'm gonna want six and I'm actually impressed with how smooth it looks.
Yeah, that's what I was, because
Because
if you
it's
compare
on
it
your
to
head,
like some of the old GoPros were very, very
Mm.
shaky and it used to make you feel a bit sick. And
Yes, right.
like I've took footage of me skiing with these on, and it's been, quite bumpy and jerky, but the footage looks really good. And the
Because
other
you're
thing,
wondering, like, yeah.
yeah, the other thing I like about them as well, from a content point of view, is I've tried all kinds of things like mobile phones, GoPros, nothing has come close to these because you can literally look where you want to. And sometimes something might catch your attention. And if it catches your attention, it ends up in the shot because you
Oh
can't
yeah,
help.
yeah.
It's like an instinct. You're like, whoop,
To
you
look, yeah,
look.
because it's just natural, right?
Just like that snowboarder that we talked about, when I was
Oh,
skiing, somebody
yes,
put in. Like
yeah,
my head couldn't help but go, whoop, what was that?
yeah.
And just managed to quickly get him in shot. Which I never would have done if I'd have been holding my phone. Um, so yeah, I'm a big fan of the smart glasses. I love the
But at the
content.
same time, that's actually really good for us visually impaired like getting that reaction from you.
Yeah.
It made it more obvious because the glasses are on your face to what you actually did, to what
As
your
well, and I'm like,
experience.
right, I need to really go back in time now and redo all my trips and all the cool stuff I've done.
Yeah.
Like when I went in a fighter plane, when I climbed Sydney Harbour Bridge,
Oh yeah,
when I
right.
climbed that skyscraper in Manhattan. Oh, actually, I did have them with me when I did the skyscraper. They literally made me take them off because they didn't want
Oh,
me filming.
but
But
you're right though. That would be good to have, like, yeah, that perspective.
yeah, really good. Yeah, but I love them. So you're pleased with them, and yeah, happy with the
Yeah, oh, yeah, like like I said, the fact that also, yes, like instead of filming, like say I want to like film a video for, social media, I like the idea I can put those on. And instead of holding my phone and being like, oh, look at this, like, and having to do that, I can literally just be using my head to like use my, yeah, like I can film that way. And now I have both hands free to be like, if I want to pick
so
something
good,
up, and be like, check
so
this out,
good.
guys, and blah, blah, blah. I don't have to put my camera or my phone on a tripod and then, get it lined up and
It,
shot.
it is hard to explain. It sounds obvious when you're telling people, and everyone's like, "Yeah, but I can just do that on my phone." Until
Yeah,
you've had
right,
a pair of
right, right,
smart
right.
glasses, it's hard to realize how just convenient and good they are.
Oh, and I actually did. I was outside since I was waiting for my ride and had the glasses on. I was like, well, let me see like how well it could identify things. So I stared at like my 69 Volkswagen Beetle that I have in my yard, like, perched upon my the side of the yard. And I was like, hey, hey Meadow, what am I looking at? And it was like, oh, it looks like a vintage Volkswagen is on this, and oh, there's a beautiful blue sky, and then like I was like, oh, yeah. I go, yeah, and I go, and it's actually a 69 Volkswagen. And he goes, oh, good.
So
It's
good,
like, so
honestly.
I like, yeah, I like the fact that it doesn't just overly describe also, like we've had apps that we've talked about, and you could take a picture of something and be like, okay, what is in this? And it's like, it'll read every single thing. Like if it's a box with ingredients, it's going to tell you every single, like, what am I looking at? Oh, you're looking at a box of rice. It has this make out of this. I'm like, I didn't ask for all this. I didn't
Yeah,
ask for every. It's a red box with this, like, oh, a little shaded, and they're like, no, 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 I don't need the detail.
that what you've touched on there is a brilliant feature of the smart glasses because like if we get a letter to the house, I will take out the letter. And you might think, well, I'll just use my glasses to read the letter. But once you get good at using the glasses, you stop asking it to read the letter and you start saying things like, summarize this letter and tell me what the actions are.
Yeah,
Because I don't
right.
need to hear, dear Mr. Chan. Blah, blah, blah. I don't need to know that. I just need to
uh,
know
yeah, what is this? What is this?
what's the date of the appointment? What do I need to do? And just being able to ask for summaries, that is brilliant even for a sighted person. Like
Yeah.
just to be able to pick up a document and be like, read this document, tell me what the dates and costs are. Bang, and it just tells you that. Reads the whole document and then tells you the costs and the dates.
Well, because even in a world like this, we're in now, this more fast-paced kind of world. Yeah, yeah.
I
You don't
think you'll
want to.
find if you get a bit more time with them and a
Yeah,
bit more use from them, it's a bit like having ChatGPT strapped to your
but
face.
face. Yeah, no, that's yeah, right.
You know,
Yeah,
you just like
exactly.
read that email. I've even used them on my computer. I've been sat here and I've been on a web page, massive information, and I've just been like, summarize this web page and tell me what the costs are. And it's just gone, boom, read the whole thing and told me. Instead of me sitting there going, okay, right, 52 lines, I'm trying to scan. I'm thinking, why am I trying to read this that fast when I can just get the glasses to not only read it out, I don't even need you to read it out. I just need you to read it, you understand it, and then you just tell me what I want to know. It's
Oh,
amazing.
the other thing I was worried about because one of my friends has both. He's got the Ray-Ban, and he has the Oakley Meta Vanguards, and he was like, I guess he said he found him because he uses his actually for sprinting. He uses the Ray-Bans actually instead for like sprinting and stuff like that to film when he's
Hmm.
sprinting at the track. And he's also visually impaired. And he was like, but I was like, oh, I want to get these instead. And he's like, why? I kind of felt them. They were a little bit too heavy, and and yeah. So I was only concerned. I was like, I thought they were going to be, I was, oh, hopefully they're not too heavy and bulky, but I don't think so. I'll put mine on since you have yours on.
Yeah, there he is.
Uh,
Like Murdoch from the A team, especially with a baseball cap.
and now it's funny because now they connected to my phones, and now like I hear us in my ear now because the
Oh,
live
cool.
videos. Yeah, that's funny, and they sound perfectly clear.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
seamless, isn't it?
yeah. And no, it just literally like as soon as I put them on, yeah, it was like boop, connect. But no, they're not like heavy. I like the fact they also came with extra, the nose things, the
Oh,
rubber.
did they really?
Came with two, yeah,
Oh,
extra like
wow.
kinda, I don't know if it's different sizes or if it's just spare ones. So that was cool. Only I wish that would have came with, which I'm surprised it didn't. You know when you get glasses and it comes with like a little cloth.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it would. Yeah, it didn't come with that, and I thought that would have been cool if it
Mine are
came
the
with a little
same.
kind
I
of a
guess there's not
little.
really space in the charging case for a cloth, is there?
Yeah, maybe
You know,
I
it'll
thought
interfere
that.
with the charging mechanism.
Yeah, so yeah, that was it. Other than that, like no, I was like, and
Yeah,
it's
they look.
funny.
Take your cap off.
Oh yeah, give the whole vibe, yo.
Oh, yeah, they look good.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
But no,
turn
yeah,
to the side
they
slightly.
feel
Just turn
like, they feel
sideways
like they're
slightly. Oh, yeah,
just,
yeah. Very
they're
nice.
just same thing, a little touch pad on the right side there where I can turn the slide my finger up and down and it's volume up on
They're
down.
much more curved than the Metas. These are obviously I've got the Wayfarer, so they're quite
Yeah, you're
square.
more just a regular kind of, yeah. Well, I still want
Whereas
to get, like I said, for indoor use, like I wouldn't obviously wear sunglasses indoors like this. Um, but I mean, like I can actually, like I said, right
sat
now.
in your customer service job with
Yeah.
with your
Be like, Mike,
sunglasses.
Mike, where are you? The sun? What's going on? Why do you need yeah. But again, right now, like I said, I'm staring at my LED tubes and like staring at them. Like, and they to me, they look like they're just a straight tube of light. They're
So
not, there's
how
no
do they
glare.
feel like weight wise on the face
Yeah,
and
I think they're fine, but then again, I'm used to like wearing a helmet,
Hmm.
and having that kind of weight on my head when I'm BMXing and things like
They
that.
look
So
good.
I think I've gotten my neck has gotten used to all of that. So I don't think there's that heavy. And also I like the fact that I feel for sports anyway, these are more aerodynamic, like you just pointed out. So I
Hmm.
don't know if I would use Ray-Bans in terms of if I'm
I
looking
think
for,
the other thing for those, which is why I might get a pair at some point, is these these that I'm wearing now.
yeah.
They're great in the house as smart
Oh
glasses,
yes, yes.
but as sunglasses, there's
That's right,
quite a
yeah.
lot of leakage through the sides here. You know,
Oh
because
really?
they're not like the
Okay.
Oakleys. Like Oakleys are a bit
Oh
more.
yes, because I got the sides and all that stuff. Yeah, I got the
Whereas
full
these,
on.
there's quite a big gap at the side.
Yeah, right. You don't get the side protection. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I tend to wear not all the time, but I've got quite a few sports sunglasses, and I
Then
do
more
like
wrap. Yeah, more.
wrap.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
I feel
yes.
like my, and when you're having a bad eye day and it's super bright, I do like the whole, wrap around
The only
feel.
downside is I cannot wear these with my actual race helmet. They will not fit. Like I can't slide because the cushioning is so tight around my head
Yeah,
that I can't slide these in. Like I can wear my regular sunglasses and actually get them to work.
yeah,
But these are too wide. So I think if they made a down the road, if they even slimmed the technology even more and made
yeah.
it,
Because the arms are a little bit,
more
just like
thicker,
a tiny
yeah.
bit thicker than normal sunglasses, aren't
So
they?
what I'm gonna do in terms of getting content out on the track is I'm gonna wear a more open face, like kind of
Mm,
mountain bike style helmet.
mm,
So what I'll do like when I do practices and stuff, that's what I'll get. I'll get footage like that with
yeah,
with that style helmet on. Because that's what I was doing when I was messing with them. I just took my regular bike helmet and I used that. But my full on race helmet, no, it would not. I think the only thing I would have to the other option would be to actually to customize my helmet
yeah. Put some channels in so you can.
channels in it so that I could, yes, that's
Yeah.
the other thought I might look into
Mm.
without
That's
messing
probably a
with
good idea.
the integrity of, because
Mm.
actually the inside of my helmet, the things actually do unhook clip. So I could
Oh,
take them
okay.
out, the padding. So I could take the padding out, figure out, well, I could maybe like I'd have to mark it, probably figure out where the glasses go in and and try to be precise with it. But if I could do that, that would be kind of cool. I would like ultimately to be able to wear it. But then again, I don't even know if USA BMX is going to allow me to have these because they're already starting to cut that out of like even the cycling world. You can't wear like Ironman, you can't wear these.
Really?
They don't allow recording devices out on the course.
Wow.
So they've already banned, like meta glasses on like, to do Ironmans and stuff. So
Well, and it's like when I did the skyscraper in New York. I did
yeah, so
the
they took, yeah, that's right. You said they would let you
they
do
straight
that.
away they were like, well, you can keep them on, but
Okay.
only if we put tape over
Oh, like
the.
over the lens
And I was like,
or
well, I
the
don't really
camera.
want you putting something with glue and residue over my camera lens. So I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's not do that.
yeah.
That's the other parent. Okay, the other thing is I find is paranoid. So, oh, I broke. So to get these, like I've been, let you guys know, I've been like raising money by raffling off like items from my BMX, my original BMX gear. First, I started with my jersey, and then I now I'm raffling off my helmet, my original helmet, because now I have a new helmet. Um, and so I got antsy because I was only like I'm like 100 and like $85 away from like 500 bucks, and I was like, you know what? If I gamble and I break these up into payments, I have at least a month before I really have to hammer down and get the rest of that money. And worse comes to worse, I'm playing. I have to pay out of pocket. But yeah, I was like, yeah, frig this. I'm gonna just gamble. But the funny thing about having the glasses now, and even though I know they're sports glasses and they're probably designed to like be all like, handle sweat and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, it's just, there's still that paranoia. You're like, these are 500, like with tax, like they're like $530 glasses.
Yep.
And I'm going to go beat them up or I'm going to go and get
Dude,
sweat and
how do you
get,
think I feel when I'm on a paddleboard?
yeah, what if I, yeah, right. Yeah. I was just like, get splashed on with water or whatever, like
I'm like, if
whatever.
I fall in, I can only afford to go in up to my neck.
And then I'm thinking like, okay, if I'm out on the track and like, what if a rock chips up, smashes into like, my glasses, chips it's just like, there is definitely a degree of, I don't know how rigorously tested these were. I mean, I'm about to find out because I'm going to be probably testing them more than they did when, when they built them. So I don't know if, there's no BMX commercial. There's nobody jumping down, like, doing what I'm going to be doing. So,
No.
um, so yeah, like,
Hey, just to wrap it up, have you heard that the Apple ones are supposed to be getting announced pretty soon?
oh, that'd be good. Like, what it's like, are they going to be more like a everyday use, kind of like with everyone else, the Ray-Bans and all that kind of
I
like
think they're
their
going to be
own,
like
right?
this. I think they're going to be
Like a
because
regular
people were
chill.
sort of saying, oh, they're going to have screens in the lenses, but I don't think the rumors are they're not going to go with screens, at least for the Gen 1. They're going to focus on just like the Oakleys and the Metas, just having smart technology, cameras, and be integrated with your iPhone.
I think for my regular pair of ones, I think I might not get the Ray-Bans. I really like the Google ones because they
Oh,
have AI built into them and all that. I like the
yeah, that's
fact
the way it's going. I mean, it's just
yeah, like I liked because that demo really got me. I saw a demo when they did them, and when they were what got me in terms of someone like you and I is the camera's always on,
yep.
so it's always watching and it's knowing where you are and stuff. So, which would be great for someone with like dementia. would also be great for like, us, where like because they did something where they're like, hey, was it Gemini or whatever? What like where did like
Where was
where
my keys or
where's my
something?
keys? Yes, and they're like,
Remembered.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your keys are on the shelf over the like, and like, dude, that sold me. Like that was like exactly sold me. So, and I mean, of course, everyone in the comments is like, "Oh, what about privacy? Why is it always looking?" I'm like, you guys are forgetting how awesome this is for someone who has dementia, someone who has, a disability of some sort. Because imagine if you have dementia and you're just like, you have an episode, and then all of a sudden you come back to, and you're just like, "Where the hell am I?"
Yeah.
And the glasses could be like, "Oh, you got on a bus, you went here," like it could remember like what you did. Yeah, so I think like to me, I was sold by the Google one. So those like I think would be I preferred every because I loved how seamless like they were working too. It was really impressive. So yeah,
Yes.
it does. So that yeah, I think like we've discussed a long time ago when they were you know in their infancy, like this is going to be like this is the future. Like you'll be able to walk up to people and they'll just come up to you and you'll be like, oh, they'll be like your glasses will tell you who it is if
Hey,
they're in your contacts.
have you tried the translation on your glasses?
I want to do that. My friend, I was supposed to do it yesterday. I actually put them in my bag for
I haven't
spin.
really got anybody to do that
I
with.
have my friend Alan speaks Spanish, and I was like, and usually he brings me home after he takes my class, and I was like, sweet, like I'll like because I installed the language and all
Spanish.
that.
You put
Yeah,
you
I
spoke
just
the
yeah
Spanish language out,
yeah I
yeah.
put it. So it's all
So
set.
the only chance I think I might have of this is when I go to Germany.
Yeah, you can do try yeah.
I could try and find what I'd like to do. I'd like to find somebody who's also got a pair of the glasses that whatever they say they speak German or Spanish or French or whatever, and I'll be like, right, you set your glasses to English, I'll set my glasses to your language, like
Yeah,
Spanish or German, and then
yeah.
let's see if we can have a full conversation.
Station.
And I'm just curious, like, how good is the AI at doing that
That's
live?
yeah. I want to know how. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like, I want my friend to talk to me, and I could just yeah, and just like see, yeah, if I could have a full
So, like
on.
when we were kids, if you'd have told me, right, when you two grow up, Steve and I, in the year 2026, your sunglasses will be able to hear Spanish but play it in English. I'd
And
have been like,
translate.
that'll never happen. That'll never happen. Not in my lifetime, but it's here.
No, this is the most like I was thinking about the other day about like how futuristic. I know the world doesn't seem that way, but like now and especially having these on and this to keep like I'm waiting outside. I have these glasses and I can hear the humming of an electric car going by, and you're just like, yeah, like this is nuts. Really, when you really think about it, we have cars that are fully electric. And we have we're getting to the point where self-driving cars is like not a joke.
No, it's like
It's a
you can't
reality.
even deny it now that
Yeah. And so
there's
it's
even
like,
grandmas out there that know that that's going
yeah,
to
yeah,
happen
right.
in their
Now,
lives.
it wasn't the year 2000. We all thought, the year
Yeah,
2000 we'll have flying cars and,
yeah.
like, it took a little longer, but like, yeah, it's amazing to be having something on my face right now that has the ability to access the internet, like all this information. And like, I
And get
just,
on its own and get your information and then
yeah.
play. It's incredible.
I can't wait to be at an airport, with something like this and just be because that's where I would struggle probably a little bit, like looking to find an exit or, so it'd be cool to look with the glass and be like, hey, hey, well, do you see an exit? And it might be able to be like, yes, there's an exit this, straight ahead or that's right. And you're like, that's an amazing thing without having to ask someone and be like excuse me like now you gain a little bit more independence as a visually impaired person by just having
Honestly,
the
dude,
glasses and
you,
it's not awkward you're not you're not sitting with your phone going pointing around because that even though you could look and go oh you're that person's just filming and I guess it could look not as strange
mm,
but I feel like it takes even that away now
yes.
there's no you're able to just do something without having to have oh everyone's looking at me because
The
I'm
only
doing
thing
it.
that is a little weird is when people phone you or
No,
text
yeah.
and you're sat with somebody else, they're like, What are you talking to?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got a message." You almost have to like, if somebody phones you, you almost have to hold your hand up like this and go, "Yeah, mate,
Yeah, just
I'll phone you back on
yeah.
Tuesday." Because
Well, this
otherwise, people are like, "Who are you talking to?"
well that reminds me of when number one people first started using the earpieces.
Yes, But at
Same
least you can
thing.
see the
Because you can
earpiece.
see the earpiece, yeah. But yeah,
But
there's
like,
always that moment. You're
you
like,
know,
when the guy's like,
but
hi, you're like, hi. And he's like, you're like, and he looks at you like,
when
what?
I was in the
Oh,
kayak the other day, we're paddling
yeah.
along and we're just going, "Oh, this is a beautiful day." And I just said, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just said yes because the question came through. Do you want to answer
Oh,
this?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Mike, who was sat behind me in the canoe, was like, "What? Yes, what?" And the next minute, I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, Tuesday's fine. Yeah, we can do Tuesday. That's outside." And he's like, who you talking to?" And I'm, "Oh, sorry, I've got a call on my glasses." And so
I'm
you
yeah,
forget
that
that
is
they
like
can't
that. Yeah,
hear
that
what
is
you're
like.
hearing.
Or didn't like I think it happened to you at work too. I think
Yeah,
you had
it's
them on something like, and someone was talking to you, and you're like, it was like you said it was like so weird because you're sitting there like it's like you're talking to yourself.
yeah, because it was like I think one time I was doing a presentation and it was only with my team, so it was only like four people in a meeting room. But I was doing this presentation, I'm there talking away, and somebody sent me a really long message. And at the time, I had it set on the settings. You can have it where it just reads out the message. You don't even have
Yeah.
to ask or press a button. As soon as the message arrives, it just reads it out. And it was on that setting. I'd not had the glasses very long. And I'm in the middle of talking. Next minute, the glasses were literally like just talking over me, and no one else could hear it, but I couldn't concentrate on what I was saying
Yeah.
in this message like full volume, and I'm like, can they hear this? Can they hear this message? Do they know? No, da, da. And it's just, it was a bit of a head wreck. So I've actually, at the moment, I've got that disabled now, so it doesn't automatically read the messages. I have to say, read my last message.
Oh man. No, but yeah, I think like soon we'll get to a point like I said where someone's gonna walk up to you and they'll be like, Steve Johnson's approaching.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
anyway, if they're in your like contacts, like it's like yeah, just and hey, Steve Johnson's approaching, or
It's
it'll set
whatever.
it, or it'll connect, it'll be able to recognize, like say if you're wearing a pair of glasses and I'm wearing the glasses, it will be able to know like because they have shared information. Maybe it'll be have something where yeah, it'll just know the person that's wearing them.
That's mad.
Imagine that shit,
Like a bit like AirTag, sort
like
of.
kind of like an air, yeah, right, yeah. So someone could be just walking by and they're just like, hey, that's Jessica, blah 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 blah.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's see if this works. I'm gonna try something, right?
I was
And
trying
this,
to, I was gonna try to have mine describe to see
I'm gonna
what you
I'm gonna
do.
do something, and I wonder if this will trigger on both sets of glasses. This will be hilarious if this works, right? So stay quiet. Let's test this. Hey Meta, send a photo to the RP lads chat.
I don't know if mine are. Hey Meta. Okay, mine are on. Mine are. I'm just making sure mine are on. I have my headphones on, so maybe if you say it loud enough, if I pull my headphones
No,
out,
cancel, cancel, cancel.
what was it gonna do?
Did yours not hear me?
Oh,
Did your glasses not pick me up?
mine's saying something right now. It was just saying I'm learning new things every day or something like that. So, yeah, it said something. Yeah, it was saying something because I lifted it up, so yeah. So I was like, I have my headphones on, so it's probably not going to hear you. But if I lifted them up just enough so you can say that,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm on your headphones.
yeah.
Ah,
Like if I
okay.
do this right here and you like pick him up off and then you say
Well,
it
I'll
right
tell you
now.
what, you do it. You do it.
All
Have you
right.
set up on Messenger?
Okay. Yeah. Mine
So
is.
if you say it, you're coming out of my speakers. These glasses may hear you say it.
All right. Hey Meta, take a picture and send it to the RP Lads chat on Messenger. Okay, I took the picture. Yes, I am. There you go. Sent the
Oh,
photo. That was
mine
yeah.
didn't hear it.
It literally said just like it just seamless. It just said quick, and it was it. Are you ready to send the photo taken? Are you ready to send it to the RP Lads chat?
I
So,
hoped that would have triggered mine as well, and it would have sent your perspective and my perspective at the same time.
I wonder if it's like, yeah, I wasn't close, maybe because I'm not close enough like yours. I think it might. But I tried it again because I could put mine. See, I have headphones on, so you're gonna be right next to. If you say it now, you'd be literally right next to my glasses.
Hey Meta, send a picture to the RP lads chat on Messenger.
Weird, still didn't pick it up because it didn't do the boop, thing. Yeah, I thought it would. I thought it would do it too.
No, cancel, cancel.
The guys are gonna be like,
For
"What
some
is
reason,
this?"
mine wants to send it to Instagram. Maybe I've not got Messenger on at the moment, but it's saying you want to send it on Instagram. I'm like, no, I clearly said
I could have said
Messenger.
Messenger. Yeah, I could have said on yeah, I feel like that on Messenger. Like that doesn't exist. But no, yeah, no, this is a.
Hey Meta,
Actually,
take
I
a
wonder if
photo.
it recognizes you. Wait, I want to see something. Hey Meta, what am I looking at?
You're looking at a handsome man with a dark beard.
Video call stream. It says I'm looking at. No, no call. Cancel. It says I'm looking at like a video. So it looks like I was on a video call or a live stream.
Oh wow, nailed it.
Yeah. I was
The
actually
only
surprised. I
downside to this,
thought.
we're messing around with these glasses now, right? And anybody watching the stream can't hear what we can hear. Just
Yeah, they're
realizing
just
that.
like, what? Yeah.
Like these two are actually crazy.
That's what I'm trying to like say. What it's yeah, I'm trying to say what it's telling, what the glasses are saying to me. Yeah. But yeah, it literally was like, yeah. It said that I thought it would say like it would at least say I'm on the call with you. Like it would say, describe, maybe it would describe us, but it didn't even do that. It gave me the
Ah,
bare. It really gave me the bare minimum. It gave me. I imagined I could say I could have followed up with who's on, like who's it on, like who's there,
yeah,
and
like
and
this
it would probably describe.
describe the people, and it probably it would
Yeah,
have
because
said.
I was wondering if it would at least be like, oh, there's a guy on the left wearing Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Like, I wonder if it would actually recognize that you actually were like you're wearing the glasses. Oh, I see a good-looking man, a blonde man wearing Oakley Metas. It's like, oh, very nice. Yeah, no. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Hopefully, you got some useful information out of us messing around with or Meta glasses. If you don't have a pair of Meta glasses, which you know what, see if it would shock you that I've actually talked to people who, like for instance, at the BMX track last year when I met Olivia and her son Luis, shout out. Hey. Uh, um, she was mentioning how she just bought these expensive glasses for her son who had this visual impairment, and I was just like, oh, you should like look into getting him a pair of like Meta glasses, and she was like, what are those? I was like, oh, they're
Wow,
like,
really?
like, yeah, she didn't even know. And I'm like, this, like, yeah, so it's, I don't know if it's just I mean, and her father also had the same kind of eye condition. So I didn't know if it was just it's decided people don't know they exist kind of thing, or is it
Hmm.
like, or she just didn't know, like, because, so I don't know. Like so there are people out there just like either hesitant to get them because, they don't know if it's something they could benefit from or and I know, to be honest, I don't even think it's cost really now because what the Ray-Bans are only 300, right,
Yeah,
or
in
something.
fact, they're down to like 200 and something for the Generation 1 if you go with basic lenses.
Yeah, right. So yeah, if I got these with prescription, I could have actually had my insurance reimburse me for them, but I didn't want to get prescription because I'm fine. Like I don't need. I mean, I could have
Yeah,
gotten for distance. I just don't want to feel like I'm wearing glasses all the time.
yeah.
Um, So yeah, but like the other ones, I will probably the Google ones or the like your like Ray-Ban. If I get those, I'll probably will get prescription lenses. Just to get
I
also.
wonder if, in a couple of years' time, whether this meta technology will just be built into all kinds of regular glasses. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I think they should consider this. Even like I was hoping my insurance would consider covering them only because they are sunglasses, and and someone with a visual condition would obviously needs
Mm.
sunglasses, and I know regular sunglasses sometimes are covered under insurance, but they wouldn't cover these. I got two
Mm.
messages on my phone, by the way. My glasses just getting yeah, two messages on your phone. But yeah, no, I was
Hey,
hoping.
what voice do you have?
What voice? Oh, the one that came originally with it. So the
Oh,
woman.
okay.
I haven't changed. I haven't messed with that yet. I plan on messing with it. What's your voice?
Judi Dench, who plays M in James Bond. So I
Oh,
do
I
feel
want to
like
change mine to a
yeah,
celebrity. Yeah, I
James.
saw
Yeah,
it.
I've got Judi Dench, so I do feel a bit like James Bond when she's answering my questions.
Oh, sweet. I'm definitely have to do. I want mine to be like Jarvis from
Oh,
like
that's a good
the guy play.
idea.
Yeah, that'd be for Iron Man. That'd be dope because
I
then I
haven't
feel like.
checked if there's any new voices recently, so yeah, I might change things up.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly really haven't sat like and just been like, let's just, go crazy and go through all this stuff. So, but yeah, definitely. But yeah, for those, like, if you're hesitant, like I said, like you can break them up into payments, if you got PayPal or whatever, like, so you take like yours, for instance, like you said, getting generations 200 something, it
Yeah,
makes that,
298.
it makes that 200 something not too bad when you could be like, okay, now I'm breaking it up to like, I don't know, say, 100, maybe less than $75, making $50 payments or whatever, a little more than
It sounds like a lot of money for a pair of sunglasses or smart glasses, but when you consider like what they do, I mean, I was using these today just out in the garden as a pair of headphones, and I
Yeah.
have my music on through Spotify. And yeah, I've got better headphones. I've got proper good, AirPods and stuff. But I just happened to have these on because it was
Yeah.
sun. And I thought, oh, I don't want to go back in the house to get my AirPods.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I just instant bang listening to music, and I was also waiting for Amazon. So it was good that I had my music on.
Yeah. Because you want
But
your ears
if
to be able. Yeah.
Amazon started to
Yeah.
knock on, I'd hear the dog barking, even from out back. I could, I
Yeah.
just
I like that aspect that I'm not.
there's
They
so many
sound
hidden
good, but I can
so many
hear.
hidden aspects that you just don't realize, that you would possibly
And I
use
think
music.
if you're someone like yourself or someone worse, like full on completely blind, like yeah, just let
Hmm.
alone just being able to not have to use your phone to scan packages or scan whatever and use like, other apps like on your phone and just literally to just look at something and just be like, say what it is and it's telling you. Like that has to be game changing for a lot of people. I know my mom loved that. My mom liked the fact of making phone calls. She said that was one thing that she really liked, that she likes. It's
Yeah,
like,
I bet you she wasn't expecting that to be the primary purpose of them. But once you've
no,
had
no,
that
no,
ability, you're
no. But
like,
when she's, oh, I can actually,
really
she's like, oh, and
handy.
I
I
can
just walk
listen.
around the house. I can take my calls.
Yeah, and she goes, "Oh, I can like listen to books, like audiobooks, like when I'm like, yeah, like, yeah, anything your headphones can do, things like that, like yeah." And now you're not constrained with the whole like having to like have your ears covered or have something
Yeah,
in your ear, like you. I just feel like it makes me feel better to know that because I get paranoid when I wear headphones that someone is gonna be behind me to tap me or just like
yeah,
and spook me. I don't know, like depending on where I am when I'm listening to them. So
totally agree. And even
I.
like,
Yeah.
if you're wearing headphones, people won't speak to you because they assume
Oh,
that
yes.
you can't hear them. Whereas when I've
Yes.
got these glasses on, I'm listening to music. They don't come over and go, "Oh, can I talk? Can I ask you a question?" They just assume
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't know that I'm listening to music. I've had these on at work in the office with the music on pretty quiet, and in a busy office, you can't hear that I'm listening to. I'm sat at my desk listening to music. Nobody knows, and then when somebody comes over, I've had to pause it. Whereas if I was there with my headphones on, they would be like trying to get my attention because they would just assume I can't hear them.
But yeah, I
Brilliant.
think I think at the end of the day, they should insurances should at some point I think the insurances will I think cover AI like or smart glasses because of what they're doing. Because so I feel like that's why I was like surprised at my insurance, even though these are not prescription lenses in them. I feel like because of the functionality and what they help provide me with
Yeah,
should also be considered as like medical,
100%.
like a device. Yes, for someone obviously. I think there should be obviously there's something that should be required to qualify for that. Like, I have a Medicare card or whatever, like some kind of way, something that proves that you're
Mm.
I know what in your country you could, like you actually have, don't you have like a card or something that says that do you have something that says like could prove that you're like severely sighted, or don't you have anything like that, or
Um, think we can get some kind of
like an ID or
like an ID. Yeah, I think we can get one like from your local authority. I think.
yeah. So I think if to be some way to like at least prove that, then yes,
Mm.
like I feel like anybody who's has a visual impairment, low vision, or some kind of disability where these glasses could benefit, like
Yeah.
yeah, insurances should at least consider because I got really good eye insurance. Like I could have gotten these for like probably I would say less than $200. Or is that 200? But once I get this, between discounts because
Nice.
I think I get 150 off or $200 off initial, and then I get an additional 20% off of that.
Nice.
So at least
Hey,
would have gotten
before
it
we
down to
before we wrap
250.
up, did we have any questions or comments or anything?
Looks like nothing. We just only one Joey. Only Joey was the only one that was on this time.
Okay.
But we had two people on apparently. So this shows we had two. We did have two people on total,
And we
but
lost him. Probably bored him to death. We've been on for ages.
but yes, thank you guys. Like I said, always feel free to comment on this video if you have any kind of, because obviously we'll post and you guys can follow up with any type of questions. And I'll get back to you because I'm the one who checks the account, checks the YouTube account. So I'll make sure to reply to you if if you have any questions about the glasses or anything we talked about in general today that, Steve and I are up to, the crazy things that we do. So we're always happy to, help out and, we're happy the channel's still finding some use. So it's great. So we wrap it up, and I'll close. Now I know how to, and now since I'm in this window, it's much faster. So adios,
Bye,
guys.
everybody. Thanks for joining.